Section 72. Furthermore, Mahamate, foolish beings are confused by the habit energy of beginningless fabrications and projections. And once they are confused, they do not easily understand the way of personal attainment or the way of instruction. Because they are attached to characteristics of external existence that are perceptions of their own minds, and attached to explanations of expedience, they are not adept at distinguishing the characteristics of a way of personal attainment that does not include the four possibilities. Mahamate addressed the Buddha. It is indeed as the Bhagavan teaches. May the Bhagavan please distinguish the way of instruction and the way of attainment for us, so that I and the other bodhisattvas will become adept at both, and so that the foolish people, Shravakas, and Pratyekabuddhas of future ages will not be left wanting. The Buddha told Mahamate, Well said, well said. Listen carefully and ponder it well, and I will tell you. Mahamate said, May we be so instructed. The Buddha told Mahamate, The Tathagatas of the three ages teach two ways, the way of instruction and the way of personal attainment. The way of instruction means teaching the different texts and sutras appropriate to the minds of beings. This is what is meant by the way of instruction. The way of personal attainment is for practitioners who free themselves from the different projections that are perceptions of their own minds. This means not falling prey to categories of sameness or difference, or both, or neither, transcending completely the mind, the will, and conceptual consciousness, and avoiding views of what brings about the personal realization of the realm of Buddha knowledge, which Shravakas, Pratyekabuddhas, and followers of other paths given to dualistic views cannot possibly know. This is what I mean by the teaching of the way of personal attainment. Mahamate, this is what characterizes the way of personal attainment and the way of instruction, and this is what you and the other bodhisattvas should cultivate. The Bhagavan then repeated the meaning of this in verse.
My teaching includes two ways, attainment and instruction. Instruction for beginners, attainment for practitioners.